Hey, this is James Glass, and I'm here working today on our tiny home, and I wanted to talk about the importance of testing your ducts for leakage. So you, in a big house, like a typical house being made today in America, you can do a duct test. People come in with special equipment, and you can pressurize the ducts and do all kinds of stuff and check for leaks. If you were really interested and so inclined, you could even pull a vacuum on the, if you wanted an absolute airtight, so pull a vacuum on the ducts, seal up all the penetrations and do that. I don't really know anybody who does that. But the key message here is that you don't want air leakage. And when it comes to exhausting bathroom fans, you really don't want air leakage, because you're not just moving conditioned air from one place to another and dealing with inefficiencies. You're moving hot, moist, humid air through an attic and out some kind of roof wall or soffit penetration. So if you start dumping all that moist, hot air into the attic, it's going to mold and rot out all the insulation and in some cases even cause structural damage to the roof decking or even the rafters or trusses. So making sure that your ducts don't leak is a really big, important thing. So test your ducts. So I only have about a 4-foot run here, and I always double tape my ducts. So underneath what you see here is actually some house wrap tape, which can handle the temperatures of the ducts just fine. And then I use this sticky roll-in peel. It's like an ice and water shield for windows. It's basically flashing that goes with Tyvek around windows, and it works really well and lasts a really long time. And then I'm actually in these areas going to come back and just shoot a little bit of spray foam over it to make sure it stays tight and structurally sound. So all I needed to do in testing the ducts is just get up here before I foam it, and I wanted to make sure I felt all around all my joints and there's absolutely no air leakage. And now I'm going to come and secure it. I got a couple little blocks that I'm going to put under there, foam around that, foam the corners. I'm going to foam the elbow where it goes up to the roof penetration, and then I'm guaranteed that this will never have leakage, and more importantly, it will never shift, which could cause a gap or a break, which could cause air leakage, because I won't have access to this attic after I put the drywall up. This tiny home is based on a converted trailer. I bought a trailer and stripped it down to nothing but the frame. I kept the steel I-beams underneath. I kept this 2x6 joists underneath. I doubled up the subfloor. I kept only the exterior 2x4 walls, and then I built everything else new. Okay? So, but the design is still the design of a trailer, because in 15 years I'm going to move this sucker about 20 miles. Well, okay. How do I get my attic? I don't. So over here, especially where the scissors trusses are, it's like 6 inches between the ceiling and the roof there, and maybe 12 to 13 inches. And here it's a little over 2 feet from the center to the ridge, and again about 6 inches down. There's no way I can get in there. I have to know. I just categorically have to know that I'm not going to have air leakage, because yeah, I'll rot out all my insulation. I'll cause massive rust on the underside of the galvanized. Even the galvanized stuff rusts after a while. I had problems over here. This is where the dryer was located, and moist, humid air was getting up, and there were all these I bought this trailer when I was 19 years old, not even 20 years old, and there were all these pinholes in the 24 gauge galvanized. And my solution to the problem, since I'm putting a roof on in 10 years, is I put the window flashing underneath. I put a high quality, expensive urethane caulk in every hole on top, and then I coated the whole thing in silver seal. So it's watertight now, and it'll last the time that I need it to last. But oh my gosh, hot, humid air just causes nothing but problems in attics. And yeah, so test your ducts, especially your bathroom ducts, because you'll be in big trouble if your ducts leak. Hey, thanks for watching.